it is, the Cat and the Hatch resident fly guy, your chief architect, Michelangelo, stararchitects.com, here to help you redesign your frame of mind when it comes to this lifestyle thing. To be honest with you fellas, this video is going to be mad short because I have to do some other things and I did not follow through with my word and pre-recording everything on Saturday. And so that's why you've seen the sporadic, inauthentic, or out of integrity space here. So we're not going to do this anymore. I am committed to, like I said and told you guys, on a weekly basis, batching these videos. And the reason being is, like I said, I want to make sure that quality is king. And what I'm doing, yo, I'm not even gonna lie. Prior to hopping on this, literally like 2 minutes ago, I was like, man, I'm just gonna go start doing three-day videos. But I gave my word that I was going to be putting out a video a day for the next year. This is only going to be for a year that I'm committed to doing this, and I'm already running into the challenges. And I want to talk to you guys about that. I said freestyle, that's going to change. I want you guys to tie yourselves to some challenges this year. So some good challenges, not to like I'm lights is about to get cut off. Handicap Visions, what's going on, sir? Great to see you. Sorry, I'm late. But I want you guys to tie yourself to some challenges. Challenge yourself to do something that is seemingly right, improbable, that's reasonable. And I want you to do that because I had this conversation with a teacher. I took this wonderful class called Landmark Form. Landmark Form is a unique technology that teaches people essentially how to learn how to think, how to critically evaluate situations and themselves in spaces. And that's one of the things that they challenged us to be was unreasonable. Like, yo, you signed up, you paid for this class. I want you to be unreasonable with your demands on yourself. So we had it was a 3-day meeting, 3 days. That's it. Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday we like got to invite the people to the graduation or whatever, right? Um, and they were like, yo, I want everybody in here to commit, right, by the word, to being here on time every day and for every, like, after every break, like, for you to be in here. And it was so amazing that once we committed to something, we may have, like, it may be the next morning, it may have been like 9:45 and you were and we had to be there at 10. But no, I'm sorry, it's like 7:45, we had to be there at 8. And it's crazy when your mind sets itself to something like, yo, we are going to do this. Like, there's no if, ands, or buts. We're gonna make this happen. How you make it happen. And so people were running. I remember it was like 7:56, 7:57, 7:58. Like, you would see people in a mad dash. Like, they said one time somebody ran and slid into the room at like 8, slid in. I'm safe, right? Made it. And then there were certain situations where people literally just could not be there. But the last night, somebody was flying in from, this didn't happen in our class, but this happened as well. The last night, was coming in from out of town. They got stuck in traffic, and they were like, but I said I'm going to be there, so I'm going to be there. And they showed up. They got there the last 10, 15 minutes, but they followed through and honored their word. And the whole space stood up, and gave them a standing ovation. And so I want you to tie yourself to some challenges, but I want you to be unreasonable with your challenges, because we need to start figuring out what those things can really do for us. Me putting out a video a day is challenging. Like, it's extremely challenging, especially now that like other things are starting to come into the fold. But I made a commitment to myself first. The most important person I made a commitment to was myself. And I made a commitment to you guys. And so sacrifices then have to be made. And when you create a challenge, it doesn't have to be a lot of challenges. I really want you to pick one major challenge and something that you have wanted to change in your life. Whether it is committed to really revamping your wardrobe but not spending, more than $2,000. Like, that's a great challenge, but it's going to be a challenge. with quality products. Be very specific about your goals as well. So you want quality pieces for under $2,000. That's very doable. This may take you the whole year in order for you to find those things. So now you have to plan strategically. How am I going to position myself in order to get these things? You have to give yourself time, right? Um, Nah, handicap visions. That's the thing is just doing it when I can is no longer acceptable. Like that's the thing that I'm gonna get to that in a second. But you may have to spend time and intention on eBay, on Grail. You're gonna have to look for different sites that you can utilize. You have to go to Goodwill and do all these different types of things. Here's the thing, handicap, because handicap visions makes a great segue into the construction of integrity, the construction of being a person of your word. You guys come on every day. I told you it's at 6 p.m., right? Every or 6:30 p.m. every day. And you guys come on or hop on and look. Hey man, oh new video? Damn, there's no new video. New video? Damn, there's no new video. So what does that do? What that does is that conditions you to say, he'll be on whenever he's on. And that does not do anything for my personal brand because then if I want you guys as a client, then be like, well, he may not show up. He may or may not show up. And this is gonna happen in your own life. This is what we often condition other people with. It's like I've had men in my life who'll be like, man, anytime you need to call me, you can call me, right? Anytime you need anything, I got you. Especially when I was young, this used to like really sting a lot because I didn't have a father. You reach out to this person, you get their voicemail, right? And you leave a message, hey, such and such, my big brother, my mentor, whatever, whatever. Can you give me a call back? Like I'm just really having a tough day. Don't no call back. Call them back again because it said any person, anytime, any place, whatever. Call back. No response. Call back. Later, no response. Or they respond and then they get mad at you. Why are you calling me so late? Told me I could call you anytime. Man, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. What that conditioned me to do is never to call you again. And matter of fact, there's no need for us to talk to you again, for me to talk to you again. Because you're inauthentic, you're a liar as far as I'm concerned, right? With friends, if you ever tell me, I've had friends before say to me, like, yo, my house, mi casa, su casa. You ever want anything, man, just go in there and get it. Like, have at it. Like, don't trip. And then when I do have it, they like, man, what you doing eating, like, my stuff all the time? Bro, didn't you just tell me that mi casa, su casa? And somebody was like, yeah, but you can never take somebody at their word. And I was like, ooh, I can never take somebody at their word. And that's because people are moving with inauthenticity. People are moving out of integrity and they're okay with it. They're just like, oh, okay, whatever. And again, being authentic and being not authentic, I'm sorry, being having a integrity with your word and with your image requires sacrifice. Because again, even the reason why we talk about style and fashion is because top of the AM, Joseph, what's going on? Power to you as well. Kind of forever, you dig what I'm saying? But the reason why we have these conversations about style is because it is a reflection. Can you remain consistent with your personal style, with your personal style, not with what everybody else is saying that you should do? So everybody's wearing jeans and that's just not you. Can you remain steadfast and consistent with who you claim yourself to be? I've claimed that I can put out a video a day, and I can if I'm strategic about how I do it. But what I've done is I've said, Saturday will come, honestly, just being completely transparent with you. Saturday will come and I'll be like, man, I don't feel like recording today. Mind you, I got 24 hours to record, right? I don't feel like recording today. Sunday comes. I know I got to put out a video on Sunday because Saturday is a little bit easier because it is a Q&A. Even if I'm doing pre-recorded videos, Q&A is pretty quick. I can knock that out and really recording in about 5 to 10 minutes. Really quick. Answering 4 or 5 questions from the day, quick responses, boom, we out of there. I know now how to structure a video. So it really is throughout the week me writing, taking time to write. Here's the interesting thing that we'll find as well. When you have made an unreasonable commitment, if you take chunks out of it and figure out how to schedule it properly, it really becomes very simple. Not necessarily easy, but it's a very simple process. So for me, I should be writing throughout the week. Now, mind you, the writing portion of getting scripts and stuff together may take about an hour. It may take some time because I'm doing research, I'm pulling up stuff, and then also in that space, what I'm doing is I'm figuring out how to transition, where pictures need to go, all these other different types of things. And what ended up happening was I didn't feel like doing it on Saturday. Well, Sunday's supposed to be my it's supposed to be my editing day, right? So you can get all the edits together, jump cuts, everything like that squared away, so that by Monday, really all the videos are queued, ready to go. They ready to go out, and we start the process all over again. But I was being lazy. That's the long and the short of it. When you're being unreasonable, you don't have the ability or the grace, right, to be lazy. You don't have that. You don't have that inside of you. You're just not unable to do that. And laziness, for you guys, as my man Eric Thomas would say, is not um, about you being lethargic or being laxed about it. Laziness is often rooted in fear. I don't want to go hard because if I go hard and this fails, then what does that say about me? It just says you went hard, right? But we'll attach a story to it. And that's part of the reason why I haven't gone hard, despite the wonderful people that have been following me, Handicap Visions, Joseph, Mr. Yip, Master Yip, Willie Mays, all you guys who have been consistently showing up. I haven't given you my best. And so I have to apologize to you. And the decision has been made, but it still may take time to get into the practice. So bear with me, but I have made that commitment, and I want you guys to tie yourself to something unreasonable. And why you should tie yourself to something unreasonable is because it reminds you that you are capable of anything. And what happens when you are willing to be reasonable about the things that you say that you want? It's funny, we'll say that we want this dope chick, right? Because we're gonna start talking about dating as well. We're gonna integrate that because I do want to start talking about relationships with the man, with himself, and the world around him. But like you say that you want a young lady, even as we get older, but we don't take the time to research that lady and to become the man that would balance her out. Not the man that she wants or the man, because she may not even know what she wants, right? But we're not becoming the man that she needs or the balance that she needs because we don't know her. We have our idea of what she is, who she's supposed to be, how she's supposed to move, what she's supposed to represent. Oh no, Joseph, that's not she. There's a difference. That's not a guilty for you. Um, It said social media last night, it was easier to be friends with criminals than so-called good people. I mean, I feel you, Handicap Vision. So two things, Joseph. That's not on you actually. That's on me because the more consistent that I would have been, one of two things has happened. That feedback would have said, "Yo, you either are dropping some jewels, but these jewels are too rich for my blood." In this sense, yo, this is too intense. I just came to Mike for the style, or I came to Mike for some deeper conversation, but I just need the ninth grade version. Um, you know what to expect from criminal. Yeah, I mean, on the other side of that, if you watching your favorite TV show, right? If you want watching your favorite TV show, or if you guys maybe not be watching a TV show, but if you listen to a podcast, whatever, something that's scheduled, and you hop on and there's no podcast or there's no TV show, you're gonna be like, wait, you start checking stuff like, yo, we in the middle of the season. Let's check. It's 7:30 Eastern Standard. Let's check. So then after you've done your little checklist, you're like, where the hell is the video then? Where the hell is the movie? Right? Where the hell is the show? And that's the same thing. You have to remember, Joseph, like, this is essentially a TV show. So I've said this comes on every day, 6:30. It's kind of like the news. If the news didn't come on at 6:30, like low key, I wish that they would try that experiment. They really couldn't. But like, let's say the news came on at like 6:45 and they only could do a 15-minute segment. Like that, people would trip out. Like they'd be getting all sorts of tweets, emails like, yo, I can't believe the news came on 15 minutes late. What's wrong with you guys, right? So I want this to be big. I want to touch millions of men and young men's lives. Like they would be upset. I don't want you guys to be in that space. So it is important. When it comes to social media, so when it comes to social media, what happens is Yeah, I mean, I think it is easier to be friends with people who are just genuine handicap visions. I don't think that it's easier to be friends with criminals than it is for people on social media. I think what happens for a lot of people is we start looking at titles and not the soul of a man or the soul of a woman. So we look like things that look good, even though they may not be good for us, right? I was just telling a friend this last night. Like we're quick to step out into situations, be with it, whether it be with a woman or with personal style or in social settings, because it looks good, but it ain't no fun. Last night I ended up going to support a friend. He has a night every night that he does on Thursdays at this VR space. Um, well, handicap, I think we got to be careful about saying that no one has anything anymore, right? There are people out here with integrity. Integrity is still very prevalent if we're looking for it, right? We just have to be very intentional and discerning about who we choose to put ourselves around. I'm starting to become very, very selective and very, very discriminatory when it comes to the type of people I choose to hang out with on a day-to-day basis. Like I told you yesterday, you should have 3 minute friends, 3 hour friends, 3 day friends, and potentially 3 week friends. And what that process should look like. Just because a lot of people, time is moving so much faster now. It feels like our world revolves that much quicker now as we get older. So I'm being very selective about it. But yeah, so I mean, I think that they're still out there. But again, be unreasonable with your friendships. Nah, I'm sorry. Like if I can't big you up and call you to the carpet on integrity and authenticity, we probably shouldn't be friends. If I feel like you trying to run game, we probably shouldn't be friends. Like I'm just not gonna waste my time with you. Um, everything is in the palm of our hands, right? Our world sits right here. So what are we willing to start revolutionizing when it comes to how those revolutions tend to orbit other people's entities, other people's worlds? Are we willing to be positive co-characters? Are we going to be antagonists? And here's the thing about stories, and why I'm like so interested, and I'm like, oh man, I'm so in love with stories, is because each person has a perspective of their stories. Have you ever watched like Crash? Crash is an interesting movie to observe because it shows you four or two sides of the same coin, right? Like there's this if you guys haven't seen Crash, spoiler alerts all through this, like you got Terrence Howard's character with Dandy Newton's character. They're married. He's an exec, he's making decent money, but then he gets stopped by this cop, and this cop is dealing with all types of issues. White cop is dealing with all types of issues, and so he stops him, feeling racist. Right, he's feeling racist. I don't. He might have been racist. He might have had some racist undertones, some prejudice undertones, and so he uh, essentially sexually assaults this Thandie Newton's character. He doesn't rape her or anything, but like he fills her up and is very disrespectful, and assaults her. Later on in the movie, he has to save her life, and she recoils in a space of desperation that could kill her. So at that point, she would rather die, right, for 2 seconds. She would rather die than be helped by this racist individual as far as she's concerned. But if we look at the backstory of why he was moving towards a racist point of view, he was scared. He was feared. It's all fear. I'm gonna lose my job. All these other people coming and taking our jobs. If you ever listen to racists, these are the common threads that come into the space, because they don't know their history. They don't know that poor whites and black people in the same plight very early on in the late 1800s. And the reason why racism actually came into play was because the elite, the 1%, were afraid that the white people and the black people were going to band together because they were starting to do so, and were going to take over the 1%. Divide and conquer. Yo, you're white though. Even though you're poor, you're at least white. You're better than those black people over there. So you should have issue with them. Got us fighting over here. Elite says, whew, all right, let's keep it moving and pursue our own agenda. Just a quick tidbit, go do some research. You will be amazed at it. So, but it shows you, watch Crash again with these eyes. What happens when we see the other perspective of somebody else? And I know I just went off on a tangent. We're going to come right back full circle. When you start looking at the perspective of other people. So handicap visions, when you're saying nobody has integrity, I think everybody has integrity. Everybody still has integrity. It just hasn't been reinstituted. You can get away with not having integrity, with saying something and then doing whatever. And handicap, love you. Not to get off topic, but I noticed that the hat you have on looks like thicker than the other ones. What's it? Honestly, handicap vision, I'm gonna have to do some research. This is a thicker hat. It always wears thicker. It's a stiffer felt. Um, Master Yep, what's going on, brother? Thank you for joining. Um, it is a thicker felt. I don't really know, so I'm gonna have to do some research on that handicap and let you know. I'll figure it out. But it is a thicker hat. I'm probably going to have to retire it and not retire it, but put it up for the rest of the season come April, because it's not going to be wearable in the summertime. But then it's time to pull those straws out. I'm super excited about my straws. My big bro's supposed to be sending me some straw boulders. We'll see if he follows through. So yeah. But yeah, so back to tying yourself to being unreasonable. So again, handicap visions, I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna research it, Joseph, and let you guys know. I don't know, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just know that the felt is thicker. So I'm gonna have to do some research on Tomaz Williamson. Oh no, oh great, that's what y'all here for. Told you I got a sermon if you guys don't have questions. But this hat is by Tomaz Williamson. And I think I gotta do some research, honestly. This was the hat that my big brother gave me, so like it has sentimental value. And it's just dope. I just love it because of its thickness and all those other things. But I haven't done any research, so I'll have to do some and let you guys know. Um, well, everybody does have integrity. Some people just may not have awakened it yet because everybody's not held to that standard. I want you to just consider something, handicap visions. 15, 20 minutes, let's say 18 minutes ago, you were like, hey man, don't worry about the videos. Just put them up when you can. No, no. You're supposed to hold me accountable and be like, bro, what, WTF? What happened, man? Like, I hop on at 6:30, I'm looking for your stuff, and it's not there. And again, listen, I'm gonna be completely 100 with you. I'm still gonna drop the ball again. But if I drop the ball and somebody's like, man, where's the video at? I get another comment or I get an IG post like, yo, I'm looking for the video. Like, what happened, man? It ain't. Now, listen, it doesn't have to be greatly produced. Even if you hop on live for a second and you just do a presentation, like, I just need the video. Because here's the thing: what happens if I'm unreasonable like that? What would have happened, in all honesty, if I would have said that, yo, I know I gotta get this video up. I'm not nowhere near my camera, and I didn't even get to record this morning. Oh shoot, I got my phone. I know I can do something on iMovie. I know I can do something here. I know I can do something here. Then I get more strategic. You know what I'm saying? No, in a lot of videos, I mean, I can do that anywhere too. So it doesn't really matter. And just so you know, we probably will scale back on the live videos. And the reason being is because I want to make sure that you guys, we're probably going to transition some things. We're either going to move these live videos to the evening, because I've been getting some feedback from some friends on Insta Live that it may be better to do a live after the video was dropped, and that way you guys can ask more questions. So maybe we'll figure something out. We may do it like every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But I just like, again, like, you guys don't know how much energy and life you give me with having that. But it would give me more time to make sure that everything is in order that needs to be in order with the video. So that actually may change. And there's nothing wrong with pivoting, you guys. Like, even if you're being unreasonable, there's nothing wrong with you pivoting. But again, I want you guys to try that on this week, this upcoming week. Figure out something that you can be unreasonable with. Like, I had a friend last weekend. He told me for a year he just stopped drinking. Doesn't have any alcohol problems. Don't have anything like that. But he was like, yo, I don't want anything. I don't want to ever feel like anything has a hold of me. So I'm just not going to drink for a year. Just up and stop drinking. No beer, no wine, no, just like, yo, I'm not drinking any of those things. And then for another year, this year actually, he started not eating meat. He's going vegan. not getting no moral issues or health issues. He's just like, yo, I just don't want anything to ever feel like has control of me. Now, Joseph, I would tell you to be even more unreasonable. If you're not doing no wine, because wine is probably the healthiest alcohol that you could drink, right? No wine. Oh, you was making jokes. Okay. But yeah, no liquor at all. Because a lot of people will say like, oh yeah, I don't drink liquor. I just have me a glass of wine, bro. That's liquor. That's some liquor. So uh, yeah, right. And and you had to be a little unreasonable every now and then. Handicap visions. If you went 18 months without drinking it, like you may have gone out to a bar, like yo, can I get a Sprite? You want a Sprite? Like, especially if you want to imagine you go to the bar that you always go to, you be like, yo, can I get a Sprite? I did that when I wasn't drinking. I like didn't drink for like 2 months because I was on some water. My bartender, this little young lady who would like always serve me. Oh, I can imagine, especially if the rest of the family be getting it in. But handicap visions, how much more fun was it to watch like everybody else get drunk? That is hilarious when you start seeing your friends and your family that when they drunk and you sober. It's great. You get to record them and then the next day be like, I own you now. I own you. Big Mama didn't see it, but I saw you. You know what I'm saying? Man, family reunions are the best. What kind of family reunion you going to? Family reunion is popping. Man, all that food, especially your aunts you ain't seen in a little while. If it's a long while, like with the aunts that you ain't seen, and they a lot older than you, you could be 30, they still gonna give you like $2 or $3. You still gonna get some money coming up out of that piece. Or maybe that's just me. My aunt still would give me $2 or $3 to be like, babe, what you taking that $2 or $3 for? You 30, you in your 30s. Shoot, I ain't gonna get me some soda or something with this. Um, I'm just telling you, you gotta make sure that family reunion is popping. But anywho, if in that space, like my bartender would be like, yo, you just want some cranberry juice? Like for real? Like, yeah, I'm not drinking tonight. And then it's funny because then she knew me, so she was like, yo, what's up? What's going on? Like, is everything okay? Um, mm. So if you can't, so if it's, so here's the question, right? And that's a great insight for your life. If you can't drink or smoke and it's not lit, then question whether it's lit or not to begin with. Like I've been to spots that like are lit and I'm sober. Like for whatever reason, I'm just not drinking that night. Sometimes it was a money thing. Like I didn't have no bread, and I still be up in there like, oh, hey, right? Because you just get caught up in the vibes. But if you got to drink or smoke to enjoy yourself, is it really that dope of a spot anyway? I'm just saying, just one time for your mind. You know what I'm saying? Just consider. Um, that's what we're gonna call our Mondays. One time for your mind Mondays. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Anywho, outside of that, listen, I'm about to get up off here. It's 27 minutes in. And you know I'll talk to you guys all day, and we gotta still shoot videos today. So today, I'm committed being unreasonable. I'm gonna hop right off of here, hop my ass right on the camera, and we're gonna do the one that was yesterday, and today we're gonna be talking about hat sizes. No, how to find the right hat for your face. These are gonna be quick videos. Today because I want to. We're probably gonna end up redoing the how hats fit your face because I want to do that properly, but I don't have the necessary things to do that, but we are going to do that. And some of these videos you may start seeing recycled a year later because this is all just testing for me, so that we can come back and do some like well-produced videos. I got my camera person that I'm hoping to work with. But yeah, like be unreasonable. Don't allow yourself to be mediocre, especially when you know that you're great. This motto my roommate gave me this year was to be motherfucking great. Excuse my cursing, but to be great. And being great requires integrity. Being great is going to what a book said though. Oh, what the lookbooks. Just man, listen. One thing at a time, bro. One thing at a time. The lookbooks actually will be coming as soon as I get the camera person, and I got a homie who's moving down here who does YouTube videos as well. So having a partner in crime will be a little bit easier. Because just so you guys, no, because I did tell you I was going to do the lookbooks. And no excuses. I will say that doing a lookbook is more challenging than I thought it was going to be because I realized, man, I don't have a whole lot of clothes per se. I do got a lot of clothes. I got a lot of clothes, but I don't have a lot of clothes that I particularly wear. So, Joseph, what I'm probably gonna do is just throw on some of these clothes that I don't wear, and maybe I'll get inspired. I don't know. And I gotta lose some weight. Gotta lose a little bit of weight. But just those are coming. I did tell you that integrity. So outside of that, yo, be great today. And like I said, I really want you to challenge yourself on one thing that you can be committed to. Um, Man, listen. Man, listen. I don't know how Alex Costa used his phone. I'm watching that video I'm gonna watch that video every day. Cause that joint is so litty. And I think I know how he did it. So we're gonna test that out. You're right. You're right, Joseph. No excuses. I'm gonna find somebody to just hold my gimbal, my little phone gimbal, and we gonna get this popping. But he worked for Google, so I feel like he cheated some type of way. Or did he work for Google? I feel like he cheated some type of way. But we talked, and he was like, "Yeah, that was my phone." And I was like, "We don't believe you. We need more people." You dig what I'm saying? Anyway, so lookbooks will come. How about this, Joe? I'm gonna commit to doing one lookbook a month. Let me start out slow. One lookbook a month. I'll have like maybe two or three looks. We'll do a dress, the casual, and like a date look. So we'll do that. Um, yeah, so I'll do that. Outside of that, yo, be great today. Man, be great. And be unreasonable with your greatness. Because you guys are capable. And again, I want you guys to leave me some comments in this live. And if you're watching the re-recording, you're still on. Damn, thank you. But I want you to leave me some comments in the comment box letting me know one unreasonable thing that you are going to commit to for the rest of the year. It could be in life, it could be in personal style, it could be in love. Like, I'm gonna write my girl love letters every day, 365 days. I'm gonna write my girl some love letters just to let her know how much I love her. Or I'm gonna write my kids letters. Or I'm gonna tell my kids I love them and we're gonna talk for 10 minutes. I'm just gonna listen to what's going on through their day every day for 365 days a year. And then let's start tracking what that actually looks like. See, I get to track this. I get to track what this looks like. I can go online and check my analytics, but you guys can track those things too. You wrote your girl a love letter every single day, and you get to see what that looks like. You told your kids you loved them and you listened to them for 10 minutes every single day. You can start tracking those things as well. So I want you guys to be great, because you are. Just love telling you guys that you are. And I want you to never forget that dress is nothing more than the expression of a man's state of mind. So yes, you should always dress to express. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.